Hello, friends. Let's start with meditation. Sit in a comfortable posture. Cross your legs. Remove spectacles if you have any. Clasp your hands. Relax your body. Close your eyes. Observe your breath. Watch the normal inhalation and exhalation. Going breath and outgoing breath. Let's also relax our body because body and mind go together. Relaxing the body will help to relax the mind too. Start from our head. Realize that you're relaxing your whole head area, starting with your forehead, eyebrows. Carry a lot of tension in your eyebrows. We squint our eyes, so relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your jaw muscles, relax your mouth, tongue, relax whole of your head. Relax your throat area, back of the throat, front of the throat. Relax your shoulders. We carry a lot of stress and load on our shoulders, so completely relax your shoulders. Relax the front side of your chest area. Relax the back side of your chest area. Relax your stomach. Relax back of the stomach. Natural breath. Be one with your breath. These 30 minutes are for yourself. So any thought, any action can wait. You observe that your mind is wandering. Please bring your attention back to your breath. Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes. your awareness back to the body. Place your palms on your eyes. Slowly, gentle smile on your lips. You can open your eyes. Take your time and please open your eyes when you feel comfortable.
Thank you, Sandeep ji, for beautiful meditation. Hello, everyone. Wish you all a very, very, very happy Mother's Day. Hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. And mine was very extra special this time. And I will share you in a second why. I have two boys, age 12 and 10, and this is what they have written in the card for me today. It says, Happy Mother's Day, Mama. You have put so much work in past year getting better each day, doing meditation for the mind and body. Your kindness means so much. And the second one, it says, Love you, Mama. You do so much work and always stays positive. So since he mentioned and he noticed meditation and change in me, and he actually told me today, it made this day extra special for me. And masters, I'm sharing this with you in a hope that it will inspire, especially the new meditators. Just stay with your breath, which is Patriji's message as well, and see your life becoming magical, not only for you, but for your family as well. With this message of Patriji and best wishes again for Mother's Day, this is Shivani on behalf of PSSM Australia. I heartily welcome to our Zoom and YouTube viewers from all over the world to this online program, Buddha and Maitreya Buddha. Before moving ahead, I would like to pay my sincere gratitude to a Grand Master, our beloved Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Along with this, it's our immense pleasure to welcome you all on this occasion of Buddha Purnima. And on this auspicious occasion, Masters, it's truly an honor to reflect on the teachings of two incredible Grandmasters, Siddharth Gautama and Maitreya Buddha, our dearest Subhash Patriji. Wait, what? Did you hear something different today? Oh, you must be thinking why I said Siddharth Gautama and now why not Buddha today. If you have attended Hari Krishna's session 2 days ago, you would have known how beautifully he explained that Buddha is not a person. A person was Siddharth. Buddha is a state of awakening, a state of enlightenment. We sincerely hope through this platform, our team is able to bring forward the wisdom that eventually will lead you all to become Buddha. And with the same intentions in mind, here we are again today on day 8 of this 11-day program with topic Reflection of Wisdom. Masters, the guest we have today not only have beautiful smile, but a special beautiful heart that can connect and travel to anyone's past and future lives. And you will soon know why. Let me take an honor of introducing our very, very special guest, Brahmashri Chakravati, Dr. Newton Kondavati, MBBS MD, a medical doctor who realized that everyone has an inner doctor and therefore chose to become soul doctor instead of practicing conventional medicine. He was awakened to his life purpose at the young age of 22. Inspired by his past incarnations at Takshashila University, a baby was born, Clue, Quantum Life University, with the motto Awakening Wisdom Within. The vision and mission is to establish a global center for learning spiritual sciences along the lines of the ancient Indian universities of Takshila and Nalanda, which were world renowned centers in the fields of arts, medicine, economics, and spiritual science during those times. One of his most reflective past life vision is of an acharya teaching Buddhist wisdom at the ancient University of Takshashila. He is a world renowned practitioner and a teacher of meditation and spiritual science, pioneer in past life regression, future progression, and life between lives regression, internationally acclaimed expert on reincarnation and law of karma, master teacher of rebirthing breathwork, inner child work, family constellation and organizational constellation work, researches of paranormal phenomena, expert in mind body spirit integration, energy medicine, holistic healing, teachers of self empowerment, motivational speakers, and on and on and on, and the list goes on. Sir, with profound feeling of blissfulness on our fates that we have you on this platform live with us, and with no justice to your introduction, I now hand over this to you for your meditation, for the wisdom sharing session, sir. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Shivani ji. It's so good to hear the words that your son and sons have
Thank you.
voice have written. Is
Thank
very
you.
touching, and
Yes, sir.
they could see and appreciate the work that you are doing
Yes.
and the path that you are walking.
Yes, sir.
That's really amazing. Thank you
It
on
was,
the
sir.
Mother's Day. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
And wonderful, my dear friends. It's so good to meet once again. Just 10 days back, I was there with Hari Krishna, and he invited um, in the morning session that we had. I think it might be the time zone, it's different in Australia. So uh, I'm again very happy to be here with all of you, and reflection on wisdom. What is wisdom? What is wisdom means? What is knowledge? For example, if I am an expert, if I study and experience, have gained experience in physics, I become an expert physicist. It can be called as a knowledge about physics, but not wisdom about the physics. It could be computer sciences, could be astronomy, could be geology, could be any kind of sciences that we study in the world on planet Earth, and it's all called as knowledge. And we go and research more and more, and we come to find many more interesting things about all these sciences which are related to the matter, the material world. What is wisdom means? Wisdom is the word from the Upanishads is called Paravidya. In Mundaka Upanishad, it's told that after studying this Paravidya, after knowing this great wisdom, you don't need to study anything else. No other knowledge is comparable to this, parallel to this. Once you come to know about your own self, What is the wisdom? The self, not the physical self, not the self which is residing in the physical plane, but the self which is eternal and infinite, unbounded, and it is across time and space, beyond time space. That is the self. If we come to know about that self, that's called wisdom. So how do we come in touch with that wisdom? It's not through books, not through listening to any discourses, any sharing, nothing really makes us really a wise being. Just like Gautam Siddhartha, he dived into Swanubhav. Swanubhav means experience of the self. When we have a direct experience of this vast, eternal, infinite, beyond time, space, self, that is called wisdom. That is called Paravidya. Rest of the any other things that we study, come to know and research a lot, it's called Aparavidya. Something about the outer things, that is the Aparavidya. So I'm happy about this topic, reflections on wisdom. And I don't know whether really I am wise person or not. I still don't know. But meditation definitely helped me. It made me so passionate when I have come in contact with Patriji about meditation. When he introduced me to this path, I was like a young lad, a very young person at that time, 19-year-old. And he is such a spiritual giant. But he extended his Maitri, his friendship. Uh, this title, Maitreya Buddha, it is actually is Patriji. Patriji's friendship is the hallmark of Patriji. It is his energy signature. And he extended his hand and hugged me and like a friend, and sitting with me and chatting with me, just not like a guru and a sishya. It is more like a friend. I never saw anybody like that before. I thought a guru will be on a high pedestal, unreachable, and also traditionally gurus means they will not speak to ignorant people. They will not even shake hand with people. They will not spend much time. We have to be qualified for that. All those criteria that was there, but it shattered all my assumptions, preconceived notions about guru. He is such a friendly guru, the most enlightened being. And that actually inspired me. If I had met a guru who is on a high pedestal, who is unreachable, I would not have walked on this path. And Patriji constantly giving his attention, care, listening to every experience that we used to report to him and share with him after meditations, that encouragement and that kind of, holding the hands and making us walk. And that was so essential. So important. So on this occasion, on 8th day, that you're celebrating these sessions and Buddha and the Maitreya Buddha. And so my deepest pranams to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, who inspired and also ignited the spark in almost millions of people. And he is still doing that virtually from, beyond time space. Is many more who are getting inspired with Patriji. And my deepest gratitude to this grandest master is none other than the Maitreya Buddha. Completely, he's revolutionary, a spiritual revolutionary. Nobody like him before. Buddha is also revolutionary. He has broken all the traditions in India, all the rituals he kept aside, and he said, follow the simplest path, watch the breath, Ana-Pana-Sati, that's all. And this Maitreya Buddha Patriji has made completely a quantum kind of leap in the spirituality. He made meditation available, accessible to nook and corners of the planet Earth. So much awareness that was created. It's not just only for few, but it's for masses, even rural villages. So he made it so simple and so easy to follow these steps. So how we become wise beings, how we can awaken that wisdom. There's no other way other than meditation. The only way is just practice, 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 practice. Nothing else really helps. Svadhyaya, Sajjana Sangatya. Sajjana Sangatya is the group interactions. Definitely will be very inspirational, creates a kind of field of inspiration where you get so much inspired by listening and sharing experiences with all the co-meditators. And Svadhyaya, definitely every book that we read, a spiritual book, you are going to really be inspired with those books. When you read Carlos Castaneda, The Wisdom of Don Juan, his amazing wisdom, the shamanic Toltec tradition, that wisdom, and Seth, Jane Roberts, Lobsang Rampa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda, and all the ancient rishis of India, Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutras, all things. This comes under the category of Svadhyaya. It's also recommended. Why? Because it makes us actually be inspired. And also it makes us to have the clarity about where we are going in this path of spirituality. Because there are milestones, definitely. It's not that, after meditating, we feel so lost. Where am I now? Because this is like uncharted territory. You are entering into such a vast field. In meditation, it is complete, no reference point. Oh, am I progressing in path of meditation, or what are the indicators? Am I okay or not? We get so many self-doubts, so many doubts. We get so many experiences during meditation. How do we clarify them? So books are the really shortcut, and they can really clarify a lot of doubts. If we read Lobsang Rampa, all the books by him, we come to know about the experiences, meditational experiences. And we'll be able to understand our own experiences when we have them. So, dear friends, it's such a beautiful path that's available to all of us, and just it's meant to be, the practice need to be done. It meant to be only through to awaken the wisdom within, nothing else. There's no other reason. Meditation is not for, you know, getting money to attract money. Meditation is not for gaining good health. Meditation is not for gaining self-confidence. Meditation is not for good relationships. Not for anything else, but except for the reason it is to awaken the wisdom. Already we are wise beings. Already we are enlightened beings. Only thing is, we we are dreaming. We are dreaming. We are under the illusion that, oh, I'm not yet enlightened. I don't know myself, because we've forgotten. We are still in the deep slumber, sleep, and dreaming. One day, Chuang-Tzu was dreaming about a butterfly in the dream. And in the dream, he's thinking, am I the butterfly dreaming about Chuang-Tzu? Am I Chuang-Tzu dreaming about the butterfly? What is real? What is real? And each one of us has the Buddha nature. That is the essential nature of each and every one. And that essential nature need to be understood through meditation practice. We are such complex beings, completely lost in our own minds, lost in the stories that we create, lost in the drama of the outer life, and completely our inclinations, our propensities are more to go outward. We only go outward. This is something beautiful. Meditation is like more coming inwardly, going within. Suddenly you are changing the direction of how your energy is moving inside, moving. Otherwise, mostly this energy that we have is moving out. It's going out and it's getting wasted. Through five senses, these five senses will always tempt us. After tasting one jalebi, it will not leave you. You create a desire to eat one more jalebi and two more, three more. Some they want to eat tomorrow also. Day after, they plan well in ahead. So these senses will never, never be, make you be calm and quiet. And the biggest sensory organ is the mind. This mind with thoughts, it's crazy. It creates stories. We're caught in these stories. Meditation is just becoming simple. This complex mind is just becoming very, very simple. That's all. We are completely with the cobwebs in our mind, and everywhere, if we are looking at something and there is a fog around us, we can't see clearly, and nothing is clear. We are constantly terrified, fearful about living our life in this physical world. a lot of uncertainty, unpredictability. But meditation makes us go within, and a lot of acceptance that comes to us about the uncertainties of the world, unpredictable things, because we embrace everything as it is, accept everything as it is, no complaints, because the energy is moving inside now, moving upwards, not downwards and outwards. It's moving upwards just to reach to the third eye. And this third eye, when it is open, and that is the awakening of the self in us, the awakening of the self, that's called enlightenment. First time we have the glimpse of the realization that I am not this linear time space sequenced body mind. I am the soul. A glimpse, we are watching through a window and we are able to see the vastness. This is the first realization that we get. And after that, many more realizations that follow, greater realizations. And finally, it is the culmination to reach the top of the head, the Sahasrara, the top of the head, the crown, the wisdom, which is multidimensional and which is available for everyone. It unfolds. The petals of lotus flower of wisdom unfolds. It is the journey of everyone. Names are Gautam Siddhartha did this experiment. He became an antarmukha. He became like an internalized and started journeying to discover, to explore, to know the self. And it is the same journey which was embarked by many other masters too. Whoever does the same, they're bound to get the same thing, same kind of findings, same kind of research findings. That's why this is called spiritual science, scientific spirituality. It's not that each one has a different things, different realizations. Different realizations will be there, but the wisdom is only to know the self. Nothing else than that. It is the same. So it is the scientific path. Unless we embrace the science, spirituality is going to be like a very blind path, path which is led by a blind person. Science and spirituality must go hand in hand together. This is the age right now where the spiritual science is actually embracing what is the science behind spirituality, what is the spirituality behind the science. They go hand in hand together, east and west. They have to come together. Logic and intuition need to come together. This is the age of that. So I'm so happy, my dear friends, that I'm invited here to interact with all of you, and I'm available to for the interaction, for the conversation with some of you. Whatever questions you want to share, I'm happy to be part of this conversation.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for wisdom sharing. Trust us, the pleasure is all ours to have you on this platform. We consider ourselves lucky that you accepted our invitation and agreed to come here. Thank you again so much. I have a question, sir. In this impatient world, when we are started meditation, and yes, books can help to understand the progress of our wisdom reflection and where we are at time in meditation. But sometimes we don't have time to, especially in the beginning, we might not have interest, or we don't have time, or we do not pay attention to the books, or we are even not aware of the books that we need to read to gain more wisdom. In those scenario, I'm just asking these questions for the beginners, how to reflect that, how are they progressing in meditation?
Okay. So they will not progress if they don't have time, if they don't have interest, and if they don't have patience in this impatient world. Uh, they will be part of the world and the
Yes.
crazy world, running all the time, and don't know why we are doing what we are doing, and we become so crazy. And what happens is, when there is enough meditators in every part of the world, all parts of the globe, and these meditators keep inspiring them. For example, what you're doing right now, many
Yes.
non-meditators will be also, and it is live telecasted, and they will be inspired to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And when they listen to it, and definitely they would like to, they would like to test it, taste
Yes.
it, and experiment it. And that's how they come to know. And unless there is someone who has a deep shraddha, deep interest, let me meditate for 40 days every day.
Yes.
And that's how we, let me test it before rejecting it, saying, oh, I'm already happy, I have money, I have children, I have family, why
Yeah.
I should meditate? You know,
Yeah.
let me earn more money instead of meditating and wasting my hours in meditation. So people come to meditation because they have limitations in their life. Many,
Yeah.
their illness is there. In this, they become so restless in the world. They have anxiousness, they have mental problems and emotional issues, relationship issues, and economical issues. And that's how they are driven towards path of spirituality.
Yeah.
As a last resort, they will come. After cancer comes, and then, oh,
Yes.
medical doctors say, I can't help. They raise
Yeah.
their hand, I can't help. And oh, gurus and where are senior meditators, masters, please help me to heal myself.
Yeah.
One need not come to meditation when we are going through a limitation. You know,
Yes.
Adi Shankaracharya ji told about exactly this. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam bhaja mudamate, samprapte sannihita kale, nahi rakshati dukrun karune. Means, when we are reaching to fag end of the life, when we are in troubled life, then we come to that time we would like to do meditation or do bhajan,
Yes.
do kirtan, do all things.
Yes.
We come to spiritual path. That
Yeah.
is not going to help you. That's what Adi Shankaracharya ji was talking about. And that's why it is so important, when we are fit, when we are healthy, when we are young, very, very young, and we need to come into this path of meditation.
Yes.
For that, many youngsters nowadays, uh, they are coming in great numbers. They're very great old souls who incarnated.
Yeah.
They already have many lifetimes of interest towards spiritual path, to know what is life, what is death,
Yeah.
what is after death, what is the meaning of life, what is the purpose of life. These questions are there for every young person. So they are coming in great numbers nowadays.
Yes.
So we can see that there is a distinct shift that's we could see in the current generation of people. They are drawn towards spiritual path,
Yeah.
and they are the ones who are the future of humanity. Actually, they're the Buddhas of the future.
Yes.
They are the leaders, spiritual leaders of the future. And those who don't have any past life background, who have not done any spiritual sadhana in the past lives, in this lifetime they are beginners. First time they're coming into this path, they will not have inclination
Yes.
unless they fall into some kind of good spiritual company. They
Yeah.
develop some taste for it.
Yes.
They'll walk with for few days, meditate for a few days, and they leave it.
Yes.
But in the right company, the Sajjana Sangacha, if anybody practices for 40 days, like a mandala, 40 days, then it is going to bring everlasting change and transformation in them. They will not go back, actually.
Yes.
This is also my experience. Thank
Yeah.
you, Shivani.
Thank you so much, sir. And this is, again saying that prevention is better than cure. So, yeah, let's start do the meditation before, any health issues or anything at the young age. Thank you so much and beautifully explaining it, sir. I'll take a questions now from Sandeep ji, please.
Hello, sir. Thanks again for coming to PSSM Australia. Um, I attended I attended Inner Child last year in Hyderabad, and
Oh, wow.
um, I I was amazed to see your patience, your compassion, because I think it's on the third day. One girl asked a question. It was almost 8:30, and we didn't have dinner too. And then because of that question, you did that whole family constellation. Um, and I was actually amazed because you did it at that time with so much patience, and you are going for so long. So thank you for that. So I became a big fan of you after that. Um,
Thank you.
the question I have, sir, is some of it is continuation from the past question to it's difficult to what I've observed is difficult to manage both spiritual life and materialistic life. If you have a family and a kid and you're doing a job to earn, um, my inclination is more towards spirituality, but I also have my responsibilities towards my family, kid, etc. So my question is, do we have to plan, say, I need to do these, so I need to invest in X, Y, and Z and do all of that? Or do we leave it to nature and I spend most of my time in meditation?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm actually that's this is the thing that's bugging me, because the people that's because I'm in living in a Western country, the people that I'm surrounded with are more towards materialistic things. This is the new car he bought. This is XY. This is the new house he bought. What's that's I mean, such sessions help to have that sajjana sangatya. But you know where I'm coming from, right? The question I have.
Yeah, I got the question, Sandeep ji.
Okay, thank
And
you.
yeah, so actually, raising a child is a spiritual experience. And being in the family and taking care of the family and all the responsibility of the family is also a spiritual, uh, experience. So when we make this distinction between matter and the spirit and consider that they're both different, and we are in dichotomy, actually. More we try to reject more we try to go into spirituality with this notion that the material plane is going to disturb me, it's heavy and it's burdening and it's um, not going to help me in my spiritual path. Actually, the matter and the spirit are not different, actually. The spiritual uh, self, the entire, the energy self of us is translated into the material self or the matter. So you can look in that direction, Sandeep ji. Actually, we learn a lot being in the family, because it's like whatever that when we meditate, when we open our eyes, when you are playing with your kid, when you are with your wife, and when you're going out into the any holiday, and those are the moments that we test ourselves whether still I have the same meditative quality or not, whether I'm having the same compassion, what I experienced during meditation, is still there or not. And they're there for a reason why we uh, stay in the family. And being a householder, still you have a deep inclination towards spiritual path. And Buddha was answered, uh, has answered this question when his wife asked the question when he returned after his enlightenment. So she asked, "Do you, everyone has to leave the family, children and wife and spouse, to become enlightened and to do sadhana and be enlightened?" Buddha said, "No. After my own experience, hard experience, I came to know that one can be a householder, a family person, and have children and everything in the family, yet they can be enlightened." This is the answer given by Buddha. And this is not a distraction at all, at all. Only thing, the quality that is needed to be learned is how to be detached, non-attached, non-clinging. For example, there's a tendency to become clingy towards money, clingy towards name and fame, that makes us like a celebrities and we become so we want recognition from everyone, and it drives us into the crazy world more. We'll be working hard and hard and hard to just get recognition in the world. And but when we can uncling ourselves, detach, learn to detach. Even money comes. Money, great money can come to you, but you can stay still detached. Money is just, it is coming, and you use it for different purposes, and you're non-attached to it. Whether it is there or not, you are is not going to make any difference. So that kind of inner attitude, how to say detached in our family too, with a child, looking at your child as uh, a great soul who is born in this family, and you are given an opportunity to take care of him. You are just um, an instrument, a divine instrument. So in that way, you do your karma yoga, and it's such a beautiful. It becomes such a beautiful experience, because uh, spirituality is not just only when we are meditating. Of course, that is the most important ingredient of spiritual path. But the other things also, cultivating awareness, and even the life that is in front of us, all the elements of life also is spiritual in nature, including the material life, the dance that we do, the singing that we do, and the adventures that you have, and uh, the sports that you have, and all things comes under this big umbrella of spirituality. Everything cultivates that awareness. It refines you more and more.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep ji.
Just a follow-up question. What importance does planning have in all of this? I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Planning in the physical plane is important. So otherwise our energy cannot be channeled. We can't channelize our energy. For example, you have planned this 10 days, 5th May to 15th May meditation program. There is a background plan, maybe well in ahead, long, many months back. This idea came, and there's a plan how to conduct this program so that many people will be benefited. So when we don't have a plan, it is like um, going nowhere. You're just entering into some place without a plan and just randomly experiencing something. But in the physical plane, it's so essential to have a plan, to have an idea what's going on here. That's how whatever the energy that we have is given a concrete, shape, and it whatever that we plan, we would like to see that as a manifested reality. The plan executed becomes a manifested reality. So plan is very, very important.
okay, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep ji, and thank you so much for explaining, sir. Sorry, Kalpana and Namita, before taking your question, I have a continuous question with Sandeep ji's first question. So personally, I think, sometimes I think I have so much interest in spirituality. I want to spread meditation. I want to do meditation, but I'm a working woman with two kids and, lot many other things. Sometimes I feel like, I just don't want to do the job and I just want to be into this path. Then how the money is going to come?
Yeah. Yes, Shivani ji. So, correct. There is a master I recommend if you read Lahiri Mahasaya. Is the
Yes.
teacher of Yukteswara Giri and the Paramahamsa Yogananda ji and the lineage of Avatar Babaji. So,
Yeah.
this master did not really retire from his work. When he came to know about the Kriya Yoga, he met Babaji, Mahathir Babaji, and he learned Kriya Yoga. And he was working. He is an employee, and every day he has to work. His family was going to starve otherwise. And what happened is the whole night he used to meditate.
Mm.
Morning he used to go and work. I really feel
Yeah.
such. He never ignored any responsibilities of the family. Taken care of the children to every household. Vegetables, he used to go to the market, bring vegetable, buying vegetables.
Yeah.
And, think about almost 50, 60 years back, not
Yes.
60, is almost like 1950s, 40s,
Yes.
1940s. So during that time, so there's no cars, they
Yes.
used to walk a long distances and used to take care of all the things and
Yes.
yet meditated and in the night. And he has reached to such great levels of
Yes.
enlightenment.
Yes.
And, one of the experiences is Lahir Masya, where he could create so many bodies, not just one physical body. He used to
Yeah.
many had this experience of
Yes.
multiple bodies. He used to go in 4 5 physical bodies, actually create physical bodies.
I
So
got my answer,
such
sir.
yeah, you got your answer. So
I got my answer.
thank you.
Yes. Thank you so
For an
much.
interested person, actually, will not find any excuses. Actually, they're
Yes.
all excuses.
Yes.
I'm very busy and I don't have
Yes.
time. They're all because we are not interested. If we are
Yes.
really interested, if we have
We'll
Shraddha,
make time. Yep.
we make time, come what
Yes.
may.
Yes.
That
Yes.
time is already there for everyone. All lame excuses only.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you.
so much, sir.
Yeah,
Namita.
Thanks, Shivani. Namaste, sir. We're so honored to
namaste,
have you on PSSM Australia. Thank you so much.
namaste,
So
Namitaji.
my question is, thank you, Namaste, sir. My question is that how we know that Ana-Pana-Sati meditation is very effective and we do every day, but I just want to know how it affects scientifically on our body and mind. So, like,
Okay,
because there are a lot of meditations available, so I just want to know how it affects scientifically on our body and mind, and also, can we do something to make our progress any faster? Is any way to
okay.
do it, or you know? Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
thanks,
question,
sir.
actually. So, Ana-Pana-Sati, when we are observing the breathing, just simple practice of observation of the breath, there's so many things that happens physiologically and biochemically and in the energetic plane of us, the energy of the body, energy inside us. So what happens is the first thing when we are observing the breathing, our mind becomes empty from all the routine thoughts. This is the first experience of every meditator. So we cannot do two things, right? Either you think thoughts or you watch the breath. So you cannot do two things at the same time. So when you are watching the breath, you are not thinking. When you are thinking, you are not watching the breath. So we have a tendency to go away, distract ourselves, and go wandering somewhere else. So what happens that you bring your mind back into breathing, observing the breathing. So that effort is needed constantly. With that effort, the mind becomes empty. Once the mind becomes empty, neurologically, your brain the it completely changes its frequencies from the beta state to alpha state. The EEG waves, it is shown that it is changing the brainwave frequency. And your physiological parameters completely alters. The physiology changes completely. There's a more blood circulation that happens because more relaxed we are, there is more vasodilation that occurs. The vasodilation is your arteries, blood vessels, they enlarge, they expand. So there's a good blood supply to your extremities, your limbs and your brain and all over the body. There's a good circulation. And that's why the many people who have the health benefits, so many health benefits, just simple practice of meditation because your blood pressure comes down. There's no vasoconstriction. There's a tremendous peace that comes to you. And apart from that, when the mind is empty, there is a big antenna here. This is the place called Brahmarandra. It is the antenna. We take the cosmic energy, Vishwa Shakti, a lot of energy that's already there around us, but we don't take it in. Only when our mind is empty, this becomes like a empty vessel. It can take the liquid energy into it, and all that energy is poured inside this, and it is circulated in the etheric body, pranamaya kosha. So it's simple practice. Buddha, Gautam Siddhartha, before his enlightenment, he tried every method, even the most complex methods also. He starved himself and he did yoga asanas, hatha yoga, whatever was told to him. He met so many gurus, but finally he himself discovered this method called Ana-Pana-Sati. Simple practice, that's all. With that, he was enlightened. He became enlightened being. And that's why he taught to uh, thousands and thousands in his lifetime, and there are millions of practitioners of the practice of meditation, simple practice. So it's very simple, easy, and It is beyond any caste, creed, religion. Another thing is
Yeah.
anybody can do this. Breath is available for everyone. That's why it's
Yeah.
highly recommended. Hope you got some.
So, sir,
Yeah.
when definitely, sir. Thank you. So, sir, sometime we can meditate at the night time with closed eyes for certain period, like 1 hour, 2 hour a day. But when you in daily routine time, if you keep watching your breath whenever you get a all something similarly effective.
Similarly effective. Anytime you do meditation, it has the similar effects. Why people, when they meditate in the early mornings, they focus is more better because it's called Brahma Muhurta.
Yeah.
Exactly at 3 a.m. onwards, there is a beautiful moments because your neuronal structures, your neuronal cells are completely rested. They're very open because there is a kind of rhythm in the body. Biorhythm is there in the body. So that moment, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, endocrine glands, they operate very well. So many people, they feel less distractions in the middle of the night when they meditate. So there's more focus. You can easily uh, go into deep meditative state, thought-free state of mind when compared to the daytime. So that was the observation
Yeah.
by many meditators.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
Namita ji. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Kalpana ji, please.
Thank you so much, sir, again for joining us today. Very excited to have you with us. I have a question on middle path, sir. When I was a kid, I used to do lots of religious practices, but once I started growing, I moved away from it, right? But when I came into meditation, I completely, put all the idols away. I'm not doing any religious practices anymore. That has given me a lot of, freedom from inside. Till that time, I was just faking it because this festival has come. I have to, do this, do that. But it was not giving happiness from inside. But once I put it out and declared everyone, no, I'm not doing anymore. So I felt a lot of happiness from inside. Even my friend circle changed a lot after coming into meditation, sir. But people kept on saying, you have to follow middle path, so you have to satisfy everyone. So I don't know, sir, how I can keep it up with this one, but yeah, would like to,
Yeah.
know more.
Yes, Kalpana ji, thank you for sharing. And uh, when we are children, we play with the toys, right? We play with so many toys. You can't go to jungle, but you have the toys of tiger. You play with the tiger, and you go into a jungle with the toys, and all that we do. Lot of fun things. And when we grow up little bit, when we are around 20, 30 years, we don't want to play with the toys. We want to really go into the jungle and play with, directly have a safari and meet the tiger and all that we do. The same thing in the spirituality also. First, we play with the toys only. All the idols are toys. We think that uh, Krishna is staying in a statue, a small statue. He's a Paramatma. He is all pervading. But when we're children, these toys are very valuable, very important. But you are graduated, ma'am, Kalpana ji. That's why you don't have inclination towards those toys anymore. I'm not putting down those rituals, but I do go to temple. But when I go to temple, I meditate because it's a power spot. I like to look at all the murtis, all the statues, because it's such a beautiful architecture. Lord Sri Krishna, in a form, he lived here on planet Earth. There's a form to Krishna, and it's so good to look at that. But in meditation, we see beyond the form. And the middle path, regarding the middle path, the family challenges that comes to you. Yeah, when you're living in a family, definitely all these things will come up, and you have to please. Sometimes when you don't please, they are displeased about you, and they feel, oh, you are not following our tradition, or but what happens is, there is a certain time, even family members, they also see the point. The meditation is called Atma Puja, because the God we are searching outside in the idols and statues outside, we have found it inside us. We ourselves are gods, and so that one day your own family members, they'll be so inspired seeing your transformation, they will learn also meditation. So in my own family, they thought I am mad person when I joined meditation. Everyone thought, what is this? And I said, medical profession, no, that's not my inclination. I'm not going to be a medical doctor. I have this passion to dive deep into this ocean of spirituality. And this is my passion. So everyone, even my medical fraternity and my medical colleagues, everyone thought, oh, this fellow is lost the mind and crazy. But now they appreciate my mother, father, brother, sister, everyone meditates now. They realized the importance of meditation. Initially, there is a huge resistance, but now all my medical friends also, they come and learn meditation from me now, because they see that the transformation and our consistency and our regularity in this, and also they see the transformation that happened in us. You'll be inspirational, ma'am. And of course, meditation itself is a middle path. You are not running away from any, escaping from responsibilities. You're taking care of the family, except for uh, being strictly a vegetarian, where you are also respecting sometimes other family members, are they're following their own food habits, but you are following your own, what you believed in, what you are convinced about. And also about meditation, or is it rituals? So except these kind of things, rest of all the areas, we can be always in the middle path. Like there is a family time, family members that we spend time. There is a spiritual friends where Sajjana Sangacha has happened. There's a time for that. There's time for everything. The middle path, where we strike to be in the middle path, and we don't ignore anything. One thing is, this is only a passing phase. Your family members will be inspired. In case they don't realize, also, it won't actually make a difference, but the seed of inspiration, the seed of wisdom is sown in them, because you're born in that family. If not this lifetime, in the future lifetimes, definitely it is going to benefit them. They'll be so happy that, oh, I'm born in this family, where Kalpana ji is born in this family. In that lifetime, I didn't realize about it. I didn't realize the importance of it. Now I realize. So at one point of time, in the future lifetimes, they might realize this. So thank you, ma'am, for.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that inspirational answer, sir. So I can resonate with that. So I have intuition that, someday they will realize what I'm saying, and they will come to, my terms, not my terms, actual true terms, I should say. And even with the meditation, sir, when I went to India last time, I did meditation in temple instead of, praying. I just sat in the temple and did meditation as well. Thank you so much,
Wow,
sir, for
that's
clarifying.
wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
That's wonderful. I visit Tirumala. My favorite place is Seven Hills. Uh, I climb and I prefer to walk, climb, and meditate in the temple. What a great power spot. Sri Venkateswara Swami is there. The causal body and his higher bodies are still there, the vibrations. And only if you are trying to see the Murti, the Vigraha, what we see is very, very limited version of the grandest master of Sri Venkateshwara. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Kalpana, for beautiful questions. And thank you, sir, for explaining it beautifully as well. Leela ji. Sir, do you have time? Sorry, I just...
No problem, no
yeah,
problem. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Namaste, sir. My name is Leela. I'm from Melbourne, and thank you so much for the team for giving me this opportunity. Sir, I have been meditating from past 2-3 years, and as you mentioned, like I have been experienced a lot of benefits as well. And but as you mentioned, like the ultimate goal of meditation is to know your true self. That point, sir, I'm currently reading a book of Ramana Maharshi, and whatever disciples ask, he always says that first know you about your own self, then everything will unfold. So my question to you, sir, I just wanted to know what exactly the self he wanted us to explore.
Yeah, the self which is never born and never dies. That is what Ramana Maharshi wanted all of us to realize about it. And when we are in the body, living in the body, we need to realize about it, know about that self, and live from that self, not from this self we call this as ahankara or ego, the personality self. We get identified with that. But Ramana Maharshi was talking about that self, the flame of consciousness, which is never born. Actually, it's never born. It was there from the uh, eternity. It is sanatana. It is shashwata, ananta.
Okay.
It is eternal, vast, and that we need to know how we can realize about that. So just in the meditation, be a witness. Witness initially to the breathing, because it makes you to still the mind, silence the monkey mind, and then in that silence, still watch the silence. Watch finally the watcher in you. Watch the watcher. Who is watching everything inside us? That we have to look at that self. So that is a very profound experience that we get when we look at our own self, who is observing everything, that witness consciousness. That is the self, where we get established in that. We have the direct experience of that self.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And the other side, like, my mind always says that's Annamacharyalu. I'm a singer, so Annamacharya or Tyagaraja or Hanuman, they're also great bhaktas, right? So
Yeah.
their level of devotion is the ultimate of ultimate. I'm thinking like we are meditating inward, but they are aligned with the divine, with the external, with I'm like trying to understand their journey and our
Okay.
journey.
Yeah, I will share about, what is bhakti. These are all the names that you mentioned, Tyagaraja, Annamacharya, and all these masters are bhakta graceras, reached the pinnacles of bhakti, highest levels of bhakti. And generally what we see is Muda Bhakti. Muda Bhakti is, the baby stages initially, where you see God different from you, and away from you, the God cursing or God blessing you. If you have not worshipped Shiva, Shiva will become angry at you, and you feel guilty that day. Oh, I didn't pray to worship God. And so initial bhakti is like, I had to now break 100 coconuts. and I have to prostrate around the temple and all that. Initially that's where our entire journey begins. But later on, we realize that we need to have the bhakti bhava. With what bhava, the inner uh, attitude, we are doing anything, whatever that we are doing. For example, an atithi, a guest is coming in the middle of the afternoon, in the uh, bhojan samay, and you are offering the food, treating him as a Shiva. Shiva walks into the home in the afternoon. When anybody comes in India, we offer them food. We treat them as Atithi Devo Bhava. So the bhava is important. We start seeing God in everyone. We treat everyone as God, even including the animal gods and plant gods and everything. For us, even a shivlinga, a stone also becomes a god, because we see that. And but in the middle, after this bhakti bhava that is developing inside us, we also become a good karma yogi. A karma yogi means one who is into action, good things you do, not bad things, not things that harm people or hurt people, but you will be doing a lot of good things. A good karma you have. And from that, we also enter into Dhyana Marga. Dhyana Marga means a little bit knowledge. We keep hearing Bhagavad Gita shlokas. We keep hearing some scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavata, stories, which keeps inspiring. And some knowledge we acquire. That's Jnana Marga. After that, a meditator a spiritual seeker enters into what is called Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga is king of yogas. That's nothing but meditation path. Where we come to know, Antarmukha. Now everything I was with open eyes, I'm trying to see everything outside, but now let me go inside, closing the eyes, and we become Antarmukha, and we watch, we go inside, and like Patanjali Maharshi said, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, samadhi. Those states, we go into that. After Raj Yoga, what comes is Jnana Yoga part 2. You come to know about from your own spiritual experiences. Who am I? What is my purpose of my life? And you'll do the Karma Yoga, but not the Karma Yoga like before. But your Karma Yoga will be according to your Swadharma, your Dharma, whatever your purpose is. That you will follow. Finally, after Jnana Yoga part 2 comes Bhakti Yoga. This is the Sadhyo Bhakti. Sadhyo Bhakti is you have known the truth. That's why you live in a highest surrender. For Annamacharya, Tyagaraja master, and so many these Bhakta Graces, they are already achieved to that kind of bhakti. Means already these things are over for them, past. So they are like one with God already, deep surrender. That's why Brahma Mokkate, Para Brahma Mokkate, Annamacharya song, you might be knowing that. So they whatever the songs, kirtanas they have composed, there is actually a lot of wisdom in that. They have their realization. So whether Ramadas Kirtana, he is also great from the heart, and their experience of, they have experienced their own self. They have already gone through meditation. The Karma Yoga part 1, part 2, and Dhyana Yoga part 1 and part 2 is over. Now they are into Bhakti Yoga, highest Bhakti. So, Maru Gelara Go Raghava. So, when Ramadas ji is singing this, he was telling Maru Gelara why he is not talking only just Ram outside. He's talking about Atma Ram. Maru Gelara, where are you? You are hiding somewhere, and still, because his entire search for spiritual path, he composed it in a song, and he said, "Tinnaga vetiki telusukuntinaya." Tinnaga means don't look this way, that way. Tinnaga means straight path.
Yeah.
Breath is a straight path.
True.
It directly takes you to here, the third eye.
True.
Don't deviate here, there, and all those things. So all these bhaktas, great bhaktas, actually conveyed their deep wisdom through these songs that they composed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice explanation, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All the
team.
best, ma'am. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Leela ji. Sir, before taking more questions, I would like to ask how much time do you have?
And then 15 minutes.
Okay. Sorry, Vanaja and Harshita. There are few questions in the chat box. I'll quickly take them. And sir, one of the question is they're asking if you can recommend any book for. I'm not able to read that. Sir, please recommend which book by Lobsang Rampa to understand about the different experiences in meditation. Would you
Okay.
like to recommend any book?
So You Forever is the book. You Forever. That is the name of the book, which is the best book. And Patriji recommends highly this book, You Forever. The second one by Saffron Robes and Doctor from Lasha and Third Eye, and is all his experiences, very valuable. 13th
Okay.
Candle, his out of body experiences, he narrated, described about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Another question is, what could be the reason if one is getting scammed for money? Any lessons for that?
So if somebody is scammed,
Getting scammed for money.
okay,
Is there
the
any lesson
lessons.
in that? Yes.
So definitely, anything that's happening with money is a mirror. Something is happening to us. Definitely, we need to, in meditation, we come to know the answers also. Our intuition guides us. There are lessons. For example, nothing we just attract into our experiences in life. If something is really troubling and problematic is coming to us, there is a very valuable lesson. There's a valuable insights that we need to gain, particularly
Yeah.
the money, which really affects many domains of life, and money is affected. So um, either in the past life or whatever beliefs that we carry about money.
Yeah.
For example, somebody self-sabotages. I don't deserve a good life, for example. It's
Yes.
not their conscious thought, but their subconscious belief that I don't deserve a good life. So what happens is a sabotage. Whatever money they earn, it just
Yes, we go.
is gone. It's gone. That's all.
Yeah.
And some they carry that past life karma related with money. For example, in the past lives, someone has taken away the money from others, like
Yeah.
a landlord, or could be someone who has power and harmed people using the money and taken away their money. What happens in this life, unless they also look at that life and learn the lesson from it, it's going to repeat. That pattern
Yeah.
repeats. So that's
Okay.
yeah, the lesson is generally it is to uh, have the very deep respect to the Lakshmi Devi, Mata Lakshmi Mata, because Dhana Lakshmi we say money, and
Yeah.
particularly the female energy.
Yeah.
It's the female energy generally which is disrespected, and those who have disrespect towards their mothers, who
Mm.
really have unhealed relationship with their mothers, their this abundance portal is shut down
Yeah.
because they're not honoring the female inside them
Mm.
also. Even a man also have a female energy inside them, so that is shut down. And so money is just a mirror. It's mirroring so many things.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah. Thank you. Harshita, but I would please request you to ask only one question.
I mean, thank you, Shivani-ji. I don't have any questions, sir, but every single topic, I just want to share gratitude with you, my heartfelt gratitude, sir. Actually, every single thing which you discussed, it so much resonated with each and every, every point. I just want to share gratitude. That's also, I have no questions. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Harshita.
Harshita ji.
Thank you. Vanaja ji, would you like to ask some question? The last one will take.
Yeah, and it's in continuation with what Leela asked. Thank you so much, and namaste, Master.
Namaste.
I just wanted to ask you, like, you mentioned about we have to go into that highest bhakti yoga and all that. You have to have a surrenderness and everything. But when it's end, like how many times we take, like until we really, really realized and then go to that level of surrenderness, bhakti yoga, you mean?
Okay.
That's
So,
my question.
so it's not how many lifetimes. There's no like a fixed numbers. It depends on each one. For example, through an analogy, we can understand this. A school we join, and the 10 classes, 10th standard, we have to graduate from the school, and we go through each class, and some may pass through all the classes, very quickly. Some they repeat many times, 7th class failure, and 2 times, 3 times, 10th class failure again. So it depends on each individual how many lifetimes, and definitely it is not one single lifetime journey to earth, and multiple lives. And approximately said that uh, a person who has come into spiritual path is an old soul. Already they have passed through many multiple lives, even earlier stages where we are more playing in the material world and more indulging in the material world, and we learn these virtues, these qualities called detachment, and more inwardly directed. If someone has come as this deep inclination towards spiritual path, means they are old souls, very great old souls. So it won't take much time for the old souls to realize they are already in the last 1 or 2, the old souls, to complete this cycles of birth and death, or to reach to the final, the highest, the surrender, the bhakti stages.
Thank you. We may need to work more then.
You don't need to, because you're drawn towards this path and you're an old soul, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your beautiful words.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vanaji. And thank you so much, sir. I'm sure, like Harshita said, everyone here would have got something that resonated with them, and the more clarity on the concepts around spirituality and bhakti. It's very difficult to understand the middle path, and you explained it very beautifully. Thank you so much. And with this, I also would like to thank you to all participants who joined with us today. I like to extend my gratitude to PMC English for collaborating with us, Satish ji from PSSM Malaysia for providing technical support, and flyer support from Jenny, Prithvi, and Sharma ji. Lastly, a big thank you to the PSSM admin team for the endless support in making this session a success. One more time, sir, we are very honored, and the pleasure is all ours to have you here on this platform. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming today. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, masters.
Thank you, Shivani. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.